Okay, here's something new. Look at this thing. This is going to be San Diego's Terminal 2. This one right here that I have out is actually Terminal 2 West. It's being made for me by TarmacDesigns. He's 3D printing. He does all his own design and he also does all his own 3D printing. So it's not obviously complete. He's made me the neck and the end piece. And then the vast majority of the base is still under production. But from what he's made so far, super cool. I am a huge fan of his design. Now I'll obviously tidy it up a little bit once I get the whole thing set up. I'm gonna add some more detail on the windows. Probably add some, I might even change the color on them, add some like blue window tinting to them, just like San Diego actually has. But for now, I mean, it's definitely usable the way it is right now, even though it's only about a third of the way done. The layout, the tarmac is from Layoverlayouts. I've had that thing for about 3 years. I guess I jumped the gun, had to make it early before I actually had the terminal ready to go. So this thing's been sitting in the box for about 3 years. That's massive layout. So it's from top to bottom of the screen right there is 5 feet. And then from left to right, when it's all unfurled, is about 10, I believe. And you can see like it's hanging a little ways on this side. And then on the other side, it's still all furled up on the roll there. But this is just the portion for these 2 tables with, just so I can put it out there and put it all together and put some models out there. I got my Jetblue and Spirits, the old failed merger. But I decided to bring them out. I haven't had either fleet out in quite a while, so I figured, what the heck? Bring them out, set them up. You'll notice that these Jetways are not my tiny airport ones. I actually found all my Mozarts in the box. These are Mozart Jetways that I've had for probably about seven years or so. They're still good Jetways, a little fragile sometimes, so you have to be real careful with them, and they're not made anymore. And as I buy more tiny airport Jetways, I kind of start selling these ones and phase these ones out, but they're still very good Jetways. They're still pretty good quality. Just like I said, they could be a little fragile. They're kind of easy to break if you're not careful with them. All right. But yeah, this thing's going to be pretty massive. As you can tell, this is only about a third of it. The whole base hasn't been made yet. And then once I unfurl it and use Terminal 2 East, that may or may not fit. I might have to actually redo that one. Because the one I've made that you guys have seen in previous videos is just a little bit too small. It's about 90% size. And you know, when I made that, that was like one of the first terminals I'd made, and it got close, but it wasn't turned out to be the realistic size that it should have been. So I might have to redo that. But for now, at least I'll have Terminal 2 West once the base is finished up there. And the other cool thing about this layout, once it's finished, is I'll actually have some proper wide body spots. So I got my Hawaiian A330 set up here. And then I got a couple of these spots on here as well that can kind of go either as 2 narrow bodies or 1 wide body. You can see the dashed line there, the 47 Alpha kind of cuts the 2. So I got my 787-8 Dreamliner out there for JAL. And then I'll have one more of those kind of quasi, either 2 narrow bodies or 1 wide body spot. So I'll have 3 wide body spots at this layout once I find space that I can stretch this whole thing out in. Very good layout from Layoverlayouts. They do such a good job with the detail on this thing. I just can't wait to get this thing finished. And the terminal is just amazing. There's just no way that I could have made that by hand. The 3D printing, just as long as you are good with designing, that 3D printing is amazing what you can do with it. So there's all my, well, not all of them, but there's the majority of my JetBlue fleet. A couple A320s, an A220 there, a couple A321s at the end, some Neos. Then I got the Spirit models out today. Again, not all of them, but the vast majority of my Spirit fleet. Got an A321. Got a 320 Neo, 319, and on the taxiway is another 320 Neo taxiing out. So this will be a cool new addition once it's finished to my channel. I can't wait till it's done. See you till next time.